The decay of Wickham House was palpable as soon as I set foot on the property. The mansion loomed ahead, a monument to forgotten grandeur, its twisted ironwork and gnarled ivy as if to shield it from prying eyes. My visit was motivated by an insatiable curiosity that has often led me into the most sinister corners of human knowledge. A small weathered envelope in my pocket with the words, "For your eyes only," scrawled in a hand I recognized from my research, had led me here. The envelope contained a map, crudely drawn, showing a hidden room within Wickham House, and an ominous warning. Beware the echoes. These words seemed to breathe with a life of their own as I approached the entrance. The grand hallway inside was suffused with a moldy stench and was dimly lit by a few feeble rays of sunlight filtering through cracked windows. My footsteps echoed unnervingly in the empty expanse as I navigated the labyrinth of decrepit rooms and corridors. Shadows danced unsettlingly on the walls, seemingly moving of their own volition. Eventually, I arrived at the indicated location, a dusty library filled with the forgotten musings of antiquity. The map guided me to a particular bookcase, its shelves sagging under the weight of leather-bound tomes. I pulled the indicated volume, a musty, leather-bound manuscript with no title. A soft click resonated through the silence as the bookcase pivoted on hidden hinges, revealing a narrow staircase spiraling down into darkness. I descended, the air growing colder with each step. The darkness was thick and palpable, and my lantern's weak light only pierced it intermittently. At the base of the stairs, I found myself in a chamber that seemed to defy natural geometry. The walls were lined with an eerie, pulsating substance that seemed to breathe with a malevolent sentience. I could hear a faint, rhythmic droning sound, like the hum of a hive. My gaze was drawn to the center of the room where a pedestal held a small obsidian box. It was ancient, encrusted with strange glyphs that seemed to shift and writhe as I looked at them. I approached with trepidation, feeling an inexplicable compulsion to open it. The moment the box was ajar, a surge of icy air engulfed me, and the rhythmic droning intensified. From the box emerged a spectral figure, an apparition of a man, his face twisted in an eternal scream, his form translucent yet vivid in its despair. The room seemed to warp and stretch around me as if reality itself was unraveling. The figure's eyes locked onto mine, and I was overwhelmed by a torrent of incomprehensible voices, their whispers coalescing into a singular cry of anguish. They spoke of endless torment, of a dimension beyond the comprehension of any sane mind. It was as though the figure was a conduit to an ancient cosmic horror, an echo from a time before time. I stumbled back, my mind reeling as the shadows coiled around me with an almost tangible hunger. The spectral figure's anguished wail reverberated through the chamber, growing louder and more insistent. My lantern flickered and died, plunging me into darkness. My breaths came in panicked gasps, my heart racing with a primal terror. With a final, desperate effort, I fled up the stairs, not daring to look back. As I emerged into the waning light of the afternoon, I could still hear the echoes of that haunted cry, fading but never truly gone. The mansion seemed to loom over me, a dark sentinel, its secrets ever lurking. Now, safe in the distant comfort of my study, I find it impossible to escape the lingering dread. Those echoes, terrifying and insistent, continue to haunt me. They whisper in my dreams, in the quiet moments of my waking hours. I know now that Wickham House holds a truth too dreadful for the human mind, and that some mysteries are best left undisturbed.